Hello, everyone, and welcome back to New York Comic Con. Golden Boy here as we have some awesome stuff to come. But you know what? I'm particularly pumped for this segment. As you guys just saw right there, From Dusk Till Dawn, that show is absolutely awesome. And joining me on the stage is the cast of From Dusk Till Dawn. How's it going, guys?
Going good, man.
Yeah, it's
good.
You know, of course, a pleasure to have you guys here. You know, it's been I would have to say it's been a wild ride for you guys, right? I mean, the show's been
Yeah,
we
wrapped our second season. What was it? June?
Yeah,
End of June, and we just aired the 7th episode, so on El Rey. So yeah, we're really excited, man. You know, it's a very iconic Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino property, and we're excited more than anything about the second season because that was always the goal because we have no guidelines anymore.
Yeah.
You know, the first season we kind of retread some moments to remind people of it because it was 20 years ago, but all bets are off in the second season, so we're all just taking our characters into crazy new places.
That's awesome. I mean, you know, Isa, I want to actually ask you because you portray Salma Hayek's character, right? How has that been for you? Because she's awesome. I'm a huge fan of hers.
She's amazing. I mean,
We all are.
exactly. We're right there with you. It's just been really exciting for me. Honestly, it was my first English-speaking role ever.
Really?
Yeah. This Robert actually brought me from Mexico to shoot the show. So it's been, I mean, very exciting for me. I was nervous, I'm not going to lie, you know, but I was nervous over the fact of really giving it my all, getting into set, really being on the level of everyone, trying to be as good as possible. I mean, I was so excited to be working with Robert Rodriguez. For me, is a dream come true, coming from my country. Also, like, you know, coming from Mexico, he's helped so many Latin actors to cross over. He discovered people like Salma, Antonio Banderas, and so for me, it was just a milestone to become a Robert Rodriguez girl. So I'm so hyped. The character's been awesome. I think everyone in their own world has done a brilliant job. I'm honestly just excited to be able to be on set with like Danny Trejo. Killing it, you know what I mean? And being with Don Johnson and this amazing young and up-and-coming cast. So it's really fun show to be with.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Zane, over to you. I mean, Richie has, you know, certainly a lot of action in that season 2 trailer there. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with your character.
Well, the beginning of season 2, Seth and I have kind of parted ways, and now I'm working with Santanico, and we're on a bit of a revenge mission for her, but also I have got my own sort of hidden agenda where I'm looking at this world that I've been exposed to not as something that I necessarily want to destroy and bring down, but something that I want to exploit and take over. So you'll see kind of our two paths within the next couple episodes really come to a head, and see how those differences and those different goals that we have really kind of cause a rift between the two of us. But other than that, I mean, Richie is feeling good this season. He's kind of out on his own, like I said, away from his brother, trying to be his own gangster. See how one gecko operates other than two.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see this season whether he's better without his brother or if he's ultimately going to always be best as being part of the duo.
If I'm correct in the movie, your character was killed by
Yeah,
I killed him.
You killed him.
I killed him, and I reserve that right if he gets out of line.
Okay.
But
in season 1, we actually had a pretty cool nod to that moment in the film. There's a moment where we're back in the trailer, and he holds a stake up to my chest. And I don't know if it's a direct overlap.
It is. It's one of the directs.
But there's definitely like a nod to like, hey, we could have just killed this guy right now. But luckily, they kept me
Maybe
around.
in death I can give you what I can give
for you.
Yeah,
Good for you. That's
Good,
awesome.
good, yeah.
Thank
Pays the rent.
Well, I'm sure the show is a lot better for it, so that's awesome. Over, you know, I don't want to leave you guys. We're all the way over there, so you know. If
Hey.
How's it going? Thank you guys for coming as well.
Hello. Hello.
Madison, Brandon, your characters as well. Scott and Kate, how's it been for you guys in season 2? What can we expect, you know, in the future, perhaps?
Well, I mean, you know, we went from season 1 where really we were the family aspect. I mean, there was the Gecko brothers, but they were such a different family dynamic.
Yeah.
And you had me and Scott, and we're like the typical brother and sister who kind of hate each other, but they love each other.
Okay.
Down inside.
And I mean, you really saw our relationship become so strained at the end of season 1. We lost each other. I kind of forsake him and just said, "You're a monster.
Yeah.
Look at what you've done to our family."
I
And
did kind of become a monster.
yeah, I mean, you're literally a monster.
At this point now.
So many ways.
And so now we're in the second season, and I think this season is all about kind of overcoming differences, literal differences. Like he's a monster, and I'm still a little Christian girl.
Yeah.
And it's all about kind of coming together, and I think this season is really a journey for us to become a family again.
That's awesome.
And
Like she said, in the second season, we kind of still exploring the relationship between brother and sister. Obviously, we've been through stuff that the average family doesn't exactly have to go through, and that puts us kind of a strain on.
vampires happen every day.
Kind of casual.
That's a
Yeah.
Tuesday,
It's
man.
It's a casual vampire.
You know?
These two guys, though, I mean, Madison is
So good.
probably the best, by far, the best actor we have on the show. So we
It's
all
crazy.
quietly look at her and steal pointers. And Brandon is single-handedly stealing the entire second season.
Yeah.
Like he's got so many cool moments and
Yeah.
one-liners. Like he's my favorite character this season by far.
Thank you,
That's
DJ.
You
You're
guys,
welcome.
I could definitely see the camaraderie with all you guys, which is fantastic. And you know, I was actually talking to the Angie Tribeca people yesterday,
Yeah.
and you know, like just seeing that relationship. And it's always great to have that. You guys are all casual, relaxed. You
Yeah.
you kind of jump off each
A lot of
other's,
that,
jokes and
100%.
whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean, look, some of it's just like a roll of the dice. We're lucky, but I think also that's a big part of getting to work with Robert Rodriguez.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
we shoot in Austin, Texas at Troublemaker Studios, which is Robert's studio that he built. And, we're far from LA, we're far from New York, we're far from the industry. And Robert instills a real respect and joy for creativity.
Yeah.
And the people that come to work with him, he instills that confidence and in them, and he encourages them to just do their own thing. So
And even outside of work, like he invites us over on
Oh, yeah.
weekends
Yeah.
to make pizza in
Makes
his
us-
castle.
Really,
And
that's so cool.
I mean, it's this family on and off set, and that's what makes it so. I think that's what resonates through the screen.
Yeah.
Is that you can feel like we're a family.
Yeah.
We love each other, but we also kind of want to kill each other at the same time.
Exactly.
Fair point. It's like any family.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know, like any family. So, Jesse, you've been over there quiet for a little while. How you doing? How you enjoying New York Comic Con, man?
It's great, man.
Is this your first one?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Have you gone to other Comic Cons in the past, or?
Have I been to one?
Yeah.
No.
No, really. So it's the first
Yeah, yeah.
ever for you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome. So let's actually talk about your character on the show, Freddie Gonzalez, right? Season 2, quite the journey as well for you. I can only imagine. I guess break that down for us in a similar capacity, to your coworkers here. How's it been for you so far?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been, as I got cast really quickly for the first season, so I had to kind of really develop my character right away. So the first season, I feel like a lot of things were happening to Freddie, and he had to react to them. This season, he's kind of very much he's the catalyst, and he's making things happen. He's kind of pursuing and looking for these different clues of what what's really going on in this subworld
Yeah.
that really nobody knows about but him and some select people. So
Oh.
it's been a lot of fun. It's
He's our Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I
Freddie's
actually
the
saw him.
only-
Bad son of a
Freddie's
bitch.
the only really good guy.
I mean, we're
on
working
this show.
with Robert Rodriguez. You know what I mean? He's just so brilliant. The way he develops the characters. If you analyze every single character in here and the ones that are part of the show as well, everything's interesting. The light and the dark, the good two sides of a powerful lead woman, like the young innocent but very driven girl. She's no victim, and vice versa with Santanico.
But
The
then
men are so
again,
cool.
it's also the lines are so blurred because it's not just
Exactly.
Santanico's not just the bad guy, and Kate isn't just the good guy.
Girl, exactly.
The-
Kate is a killer. Kate
She's
is
a badass.
Cold-blooded.
taking some lives.
well, and I mean,
Chainsaw attack.
blood on
That's
the
the
face.
fun part, That's the
Yeah.
fun part. We're so lucky to be part of the Robert Rodriguez world, and we love it, and we really want people to enjoy it as much as we do because the show is so fun to do.
Yeah.
It's sexy, it's gory, it's violent, it's everything. That is incorrect, and it's so fun to watch. You
Yeah.
know?
That's fantastic. And DJ, so you're got to bring this up. You're
Hit me.
taking over. George Clooney's
The
character.
shoes.
Hit you
We're
with it.
back.
I'm not even,
Make
actually,
the
I don't
shoes
even
big.
want to
Say
talk
shoes.
about shoes. I don't even
Points,
talk about
points for not saying shoes.
You know, I mean, people say shoes a lot to you. Is that?
Yeah, what is
We
it
get the
like
shoes.
to
Very
step
common.
into
What is it?
shoes?
What is it like to step in Clooney's shoes? No, actually, I'm
But,
not going to do that.
No, go ahead.
Because I actually think
Whatever
that
questions you have, man. Are fine.
I actually want to know about how you made the character your own.
You know, well, I had some challenges. Number one is I was an obsessive Robert Rodriguez fan. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that for job security. Like, I truly was. I'm obsessed with his films as a director. You know, he's one of the reasons why I wanted to become an actor in the first place is the things that he's made. So
Yeah.
I am very familiar with the source material. And then, obviously, so is because he made such a good film and because the performance of George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino was so perfect, that's in the forefront of everybody's mind. I'm the same. It's in the forefront of my mind, you know. And by design, the first season, we obviously retread about half the film. I mean, some of the lines were actually direct. So it was unavoidable at that point. But the thing that gives us confidence about it is the fact that we see reimaginings and reinterpretations of iconic characters more now than ever, I think. You know, you look
I agree.
Superman, Batman, to pick your comic book
There's
property.
like 50 Spider-Man.
There's like 57 Spider-Mans now, and you know, Dusk Till Dawn is no different. I mean, Robert's characters and Quentin's characters are just as iconic, if not more so, than anybody else's. But they're the only guys that have access to them. So, if it was anyone else that was, and I think everybody feels this way, if it was
Yeah.
anyone else saying, "Hey, I want to go try and do my version of a Robert Rodriguez film," that would be scary. But the fact
Yeah.
that it's Robert Rodriguez that sat with all of us and said, "I want you to play this character,"
And
that's
make
what
it your
gives us-
own.
and make it your own, and that's what gives us confidence. And I mean, I truly believe that, look, at the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing that everybody did with Robert 20 years ago. We see a director that we respect and trust,
Yep.
and we see characters that are really cool. We learn our lines, we go to work every day, and we just kind of come up with the best things we can think of on the day with Robert, and that's what's displayed, you know.
Yeah.
And then
And-
Robert makes it look like he makes his films look. So, you know, of course you're going to see comparisons, but we want that. We want that to it.
Fantastic.
Robert's like, you know that when you go and you work with Robert, he's going to make you look the best you've ever looked in your entire career because
Yeah.
he won't let you fall.
I mean, Jesse looked like a complete badass in that trailer. So
and
Now,
he's
look
not.
at me now.
So, like,
I mean, hey, dude,
wow.
I fear you, man.
Yeah,
I fear
you should.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
guy, Stone Cold Killer. This guy, he's looking me right in the eyes.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I'm almost, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I think we're around other human beings, I'd be a little worried right now.
That
So,
doesn't matter.
As you
should
should
be
be.
worried.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm scared now. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. Guys, give it up for the cast of From Dusk Till Dawn. These guys are amazing. You can catch them on El Rey. Actually, one more question. You know, when season 3 rumblings haven't popped up yet, but I know the final episodes are coming up, right?
Yes.
When's the last episode?
October 27th.
October 27th.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Got,
3 weeks.
we got
And
8,
after
9, and
that-
10 left, and then
And then after that, also people that are not in the States and have the access, they can also watch us worldwide on Netflix, which is
That's right.
pretty fun.
That's
as well.
right. Netflix as well. So thank you guys one more
Thanks,
time.
man.
You guys are amazing. From Dusk Till Dawn, the cast, these guys are awesome. Make sure you check them out on
Thanks,
El
guys.
Rey as well as Netflix. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We have John Leguizamo coming up in a little bit. I cannot wait. This is New York Comic